You have heard us talk a lot about Flock here on 9 News. They're known for their cameras used by law enforcement to track drivers and locations. But the company also makes a line of cameras for the private sector, watching places and the people inside them. This week, links to streams of those cameras were plastered on the internet for anyone to see. Our Spencer Soicher found that includes some right here in Colorado.
I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
If there was a camera pointed at your children on the playground, live streaming it on the internet with the capability to rewind and look at what it captured, would you be happy?
When I found that playground camera, it's like my stomach sank.
That playground is in California, and the video was obtained and published by YouTuber and researcher Ben Jordan. He just partnered with a reporter at 404 Media to break a story. Links to streams of 67 Flock cameras nationwide, 5 labeled as in Colorado, and their last month's worth of footage posted on a website on the internet that requires no login. And these aren't just license plate reading cameras.
They're Condor cams. They're kind of the newer cameras that Flock is making. Part of their design is to track people, to zoom in on them and follow them.
One other camera on that list appears to be this one at a trailhead here in Douglas County, the Sandstone Ranch. Get that camera off of me. Here's video from this camera accessible on the internet without a login just this past week. Sandstone Ranch open space is managed by Douglas County, who has a contract with Flock.
Every city and law enforcement agency needs to independently assess the security and the efficacy versus risk of these devices.
Flock says it has since cut off the access to the stream links posted online, and in a tweet about it this morning wrote that, quote, "Transparency and trust matter." They then went on to say it was a limited configuration issue affecting a small number of devices and that the company told affected customers.
If you're depending on a for-profit tech startup to do that for you, they're just going to tell you what you want to hear. That's common sense. They're not going to tell you about all of the risks and problems.
So a key question here, what did Douglas County know and when? Flock says that they alerted people about this that were affected by it. I reached out, Jenny, to Douglas County earlier this afternoon, just heard back a couple of seconds ago. They confirmed, yes, we were affected by this stream being posted on this page, and they're still working to figure out when and how it was accessed.
There are cameras everywhere on all things. When I think of Flock for like license plate readers, those are very different than, say, my Ring camera on a house.
Right.
Where does this private sector part of Flock play in the middle of those two things?
So they play in a couple different fields. They've got HOAs that they work with. They've got businesses. Lowe's and Home Depot have a lot of them. And then they have obviously the law enforcement aspect of this as well, working to see a little bit more of where these exact cameras, why would a trailhead have this? You know, I think that's an interesting part to this. Why does Douglas County have a camera that's not just monitoring license plates like we all thought?
Interesting. Continued Flock coverage. Spencer Soicher, thank you.